Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about returning SWAAAC items via the courier. So the first step is to pack the item in a cardboard box with enough bubble wrap and paper that it is not jostled in transit and thus damaged. So you see me here packing a sensory toy in a way that it won't get hurt. Now when you got your box, there was this little package of papers. This red slip is the instructions for returning courier items, so what we're talking about now. And then your box needs to have preferably 2 of these yellow SWAAAC stickers. So this box already has some, so we are good there. The other papers that came in that little packet are a green slip, which we use for you to be able to tell us if there was any damage to the item, missing pieces, things like that. And then this white slip is the courier return slip, which you're going to need to fill out and attach to the box. So we're going to leave that out as we send it back. Then we're going to tape up the box nice and tight to make sure nothing's going to open and fall out while it's in transit. If you don't have packing tape, duct tape works, just something to make sure that the box is sealed and not going to open on its way back to us. Then as we're filling out this courier slip, it was given to us, so it already has C209 as the 2. I'm going to fill out the from of where I'm sending it from, as well as the date in fat black marker, so it's super easy to see. And then I'm going to also write the name of the courier stop, not just the number code. And then I'm also going to put attention SWAAAC, and then our email, swac@ucdenver.edu, and or our phone number, which is 303-315-1276, on that slip as well. I'm also going to include the contents of what's in the box, so in this case it's a sensory toy. And then if I were to have an AAC device in this box, I would just put one AAC device rather than iPad or tablet or something identifying that might entice someone to steal the box. Then we're going to go back to our box, we're going to place our filled out courier slip on it, and then we are going to completely cover it in packing tape so that it doesn't fall off or get torn off while it's in transit back to us, and ensures that the box and the items in it will get back to the SWAAAC office. And then we bring it to wherever our courier pickups happen. Okay, the next step in sending an item via a courier is to fill out the online courier form. So it takes a couple steps to find it. The first step is to go to the Colorado Library Consortium website at www.clickweb.org/library-courier. And then you're going to click on this big orange button right here that says Contact Library Courier. And then we have our own very special form for sending and receiving SWAAAC items, so you'll click on this button that says SWAAAC. So in this form, you are going to be able to fill out the information of where the item is coming from and going to and when. So let's say I'm sending something from Adams 12. If I select the word name of the courier stop, it will autofill the courier code. So it's always a good idea to double check that it autofilled correctly. And then you're going to put your name here and your contact information. And then you're going to just start typing SWAAAC, and we should come up, and it should autofill C209 as our courier code. And then you can put swac@ucdenver.edu as the library email. We get a copy of this form if it says that it's coming to us, regardless of if you accidentally type something wrong in this field, so don't stress about it. You'll choose the day that the courier item is dropped off, and then you will put a description of the item. Now, something we ask is any high-tech device, so most of our AAC devices, we just want you to put one AAC device rather than iPad with AAC apps or tablet or some other verbiage that might tip off someone who is looking to perhaps pilfer courier boxes and tipping them off that there might be something valuable inside. So one AAC device, or I might say Switch adapted toy, or if you're so inclined, you can put the barcode of your item in this field. It's just important that we're able to tell which of your loans this is. So whatever is descriptive enough to indicate that for us, and then you'll hit submit. The other thing to know is that this is the way that you will access the ability to print courier slips. So on that same SWAAC form, there's a print courier slips button, and then you're brought to this generator where you can generate slips from wherever you are. So if I'm, once again, at Adams 12, and I'm always going to be sending stuff to SWAAC, I can just print a set of 4 labels that all say that. I can print as many copies of it as I want, and then I will print them and fill out in fat black marker the date, attention SWAAC, our email, and then the contents in this white space